These common phrases are the kiss of death. Welcome to Fordify, where we help you fortify your business. Now, each week we pick a random topic chosen by the Fordify button. So let's see what this week's episode is going to be about. Effective sales follow-up strategies. Now, as the Rainmaker for Prime Concepts Group and for my speaking business, I make follow-up calls on proposals and booking holds all the time. I make calls, leave voicemails, I send video emails, and I connect and engage with my prospects on social media. I even send out direct mail letters and send out books. Now, sure, it'd be great to make the sale on the first contact, but depending upon the price of your products and services and the decision-making process, it may require making those dreaded and most important follow-up calls. Now, sales professionals have to make sales calls and follow-up calls on leads and their proposals. They need to do that in person, via email, or by phone. And if you're using the phone, you're probably going to get a lot of voicemail. So if you're saying these phrases, the most dreaded phrases in sales, if you're saying things like, "Hi, I'm just checking in," or "Hello, I'm touching base with you," or maybe, "Hi, how are you today?" then you're setting yourself up for resistance and for failure. Now, if you think about it from the prospect's perspective, we've all been conditioned that when we hear any of those phrases, alarm bells ring of salesperson trying to sell me something. So let's look at what you can do and say to avoid those selling follow-up disasters, those bad habits, so that you can get more callbacks, shorten your sales cycle, and increase your sales. So here are 3 proven strategies for improving your follow-up calls. Now, since 90% of your follow-up calls are going to end up in voicemail, we'll focus on that perspective. But of course, you can adapt these strategies for using the mail and for other phone calls too. So strategy number 1, let's call restating the benefits. The first thing you want to do is think about the benefits that you were offering with your product or service and in your proposal. And when you make your follow-up call, you're going to restate what the benefit was. And then you're going to leave it with a call to action. So you're going to restate the benefit and then give them a call to action. So it might sound something like this.
Hey Chris, in our previous conversation, you mentioned how important it was to inspire your team. Let's talk about how we can get this moving forward for you and make your life a whole lot easier.
Strategy number 2, let's call case study and testimonial. Now this one starts with you identifying either a case study or a testimonial that you want to share with one of your new prospects. So you're going to identify what the case study and prospect is, and then you're going to leave a voicemail teasing them about some results that you might have done for another company, and then you're sharing a time that you can talk, or let's set up a time to talk. So I'm going to give you an example how that one works.
Hey Chris, I've been thinking more about how we can help you increase your sales. Now, I thought you might be interested in how we helped XYZ company do those same things when they were faced with similar challenges. Let's set up a time to talk so you can hear about the results that we produced for them and how we can recreate those for you in your business.
Make sense? Strategy number 3, let's call value added. Now, the parts of this one is you want to think of something of value, maybe an ebook, a webinar, a white paper, something of value, and it gives you a reason to reach out to a prospect that's maybe stalling. And you'd say something like this.
Hey Chris, I know this is a big decision to make. That's why I thought you'd be interested in this short video on
increasing your sales, motivating your team, building better relationships, workplace culture. So you give them relevant topic, and then you say,
let's set up a time to talk through your questions.
So you're introducing that they have reservations in making the decision. That's a big decision. So you're giving them something of value, which is the reason you're reaching out, and then you're closing it with a call to action. Let's set up a time to talk to go through your questions. And it gives you a way to engage them. So it gives you a chance to follow up on that, and you can even say, hey, I sent you the video last week. Did you watch it? What'd you think? So you're not focusing on how are you today and just checking in. You're always being of value and focusing on adding value. And a final tip, you might want to set up a Google alert on their name and company so that you can share and respond to any news. And of course, you're going to want to follow them on social media and comment and share their posts while adding something positive to interact and engage them. So your action step for this week's episode is to create a script, practice it, and train your salespeople how to avoid saying, hi, how are you today? I'm just touching base, or I'm checking in. Again, you really want to focus on adding value. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Fordify. Share this video with your sales team so you can avoid selling disasters. Like what you see, subscribe to be notified of upcoming episodes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on Fordify, where we help you fortify your business. I want crazy. Wah! Wah! Jiu-jitsu! Ah! Wah! I want you to delete everything prior to this. I'm gonna make sure that this is different. We're not even gonna get into this. He's gonna be a magician and pull a rabbit right out of his ass with bunny ears on America's Got Talent to make this one work.